reaction? So, in the pick and roll, you have very specific footwork that you don't often see from other people. Like, you always make sure to pivot before you put the ball down. A lot of guys catch it running and you like, you have the dribble. At what point in time, like in your basketball development, did you learn that?
I don't think that's something specific that I worked on, and I think it also depends on the defense a lot. I think I do that in situations when the big helps up. It's almost like a trap, and then I get a pocket pass, so I'm almost expecting a rotation from somewhere. So if I just blindly keep running, I'm running to risk of like getting a charge or something. But I still want to keep my momentum going. So then I catch it, pivot, so I get a chance to, like, if I see there's nobody there, just go right away, or still have like the opportunity to like pass out if I see somebody's rotating over. But I think that's, like I said, I think that's just something that kind of developed from playing experience, not like a drill that I worked on.
Do you find that like it has been pretty good at keeping guys off balance? Just from like watching the film myself, it seems like it's extremely effective.
Like I said, it's not like a specific move that I like consciously like try and make it. I think that's just like me now looking back at it. Now that you mentioned it, like that's kind of why I do it. It's not something I actively like try to implement in my game.
Just for you, how the game ended last night, your thoughts on it?
It was frustrating. It was really frustrating because we felt so in control of that game, or I felt like we were really in control of that game. I feel like we have a really good matchup against them. Like we just, yeah, like we almost went, maybe we went too much into cruise control, and like we like let off the gas a little bit and let them back in. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough looking back at a game like this where we really should have just closed it out. And for numerous reasons, like I said, we let off, we let them gain some confidence, and then obviously they're a talented team. So like when you let them back in the game and like they gain all that confidence, and we put ourselves on the back foot. So yeah, it hurts to go out like that, and it's kind of like what I said before the game, like the nature of a one and done game like that. You can't allow yourself to relax even for a minute, because if we just kept doing what we were doing, we would have been fine. We probably would have closed the game out easily, but we made it a close game towards the end, and then yeah, it's a matter of one shot going in or not, one call going your way or not. Like, and we shouldn't have let it get to that spot.
In terms of understanding the value of each possession, you mentioned going too much into cruise control. How far do you think this team is in really understanding that, and how quickly things can kind of slip away?
I mean, I think we're aware of it. Obviously, like we're pretty experienced. We're not like super experienced. I think it's, to a degree, it's like a natural thing when it feels easy that you kind of relax for a little bit. You gotta like kind of fight that instinct and like just be mentally aware of the fact, like, no, we cannot let up here. Especially you would expect them, if they're down, like kind of like a last ditch effort, like to just put it all out there, and you gotta, yeah, fight that head on. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's an experience issue with us. I think we're aware of it. It's just, yeah, it's just a mistake we made last night, and we couldn't afford to make it.
Having come in for, let's say, the last third of the year, do you feel like you have a sense of how much the group as a whole believes in what's possible with this team, and the level of confidence, the level of doubt? Like, do you think you could sum that up, like for the whole group, or how do you feel?
I mean, it's tough for me to say. Like, I've only been in this environment for a couple months. I feel like in general we have a really confident group. I think we're all aware of where we can be. I think we're just, at times, we're like a small step behind. Like, it seems like a tiny adjustment that we need to make. I feel like we have everything we need. We're not quite there, and it's about figuring out what that is to like put us in a spot where we are we're really good on a consistent level. You know what I mean? And what those adjustments are, like it's like I said, it's not always easy to figure out. It might be like a small change in mindset here. It might be a small tactical change. I don't know. Like I can't tell you that. Like, but it's about figuring that out to become a winning team, like a really winning team.
How much patience do you have for getting this team over that hump? Because when you got here, you spoke about how you want to be a part of a team that wins into the playoffs, right? So I'm just wondering, you're obviously an upcoming free agent. How much patience do you have to be here and to help this team grow into that contender?
I mean, it's not really about my patience. I feel like I got plenty of patience for that. That's not really a problem. I'm trying to figure out what we need for us to get there. And yeah, I don't know. In my mind, I keep coming back to consistency, which at times is out of our hands as well, with like injuries and like the team kind of like myself adding a new piece to it, like stuff like that. Yeah, but I don't think my patience is like an issue there. Like I want to make it work.
All things being equal, would you like to be back in Toronto?
I think so. Yeah. Obviously, like summertime in the NBA, like who knows what's going to happen. Like I don't know what we're going to look like as a team, what my situation is going to be like. But I think looking back at the months that I had here, I enjoyed my time, and I feel like we're kind of leaving with this like bad taste in our mouths. And I personally feel like I want to do better than that. Yeah.
Thank you.
What was your favorite thing about coming back to the city? Obviously, when you came back right after the trade, you seemed quite excited about the opportunity to come back here. Was there anything that really stood out to you during your short second stint or so far?
I don't know if anything like really stood out. I mean, obviously it was fun coming back into an environment here. Like the games are always a lot of fun to play here. I think our record at home also shows like this. We're very comfortable playing here. Yeah, I mean, seeing all the people around here again, like a lot of familiar faces from way back when. I really enjoyed that part of it. Like just rekindling those relationships was really enjoyable for me. Yeah, it was an overall like good experience these last couple months. I don't know if something like really stood out.
You played for a team earlier this season that had different aspirations. What's it like playing for a team that's more focused on development in the future than sort of winning this season? In any given season?
It was. I mean, it was different mentally. At times it's frustrating because you feel like you want to win every game, but you just, I don't know, you don't have the experience for it. Like you're almost like you're going upstream, like against like all these like outside factors all the time. But it was interesting for me to be part of that environment, to be like a teacher in a sense as well for the young guys, because for almost the whole season, I think I was the longest tenured Spurs player. So I was trying to teach the young guys or the new guys like what the Spurs culture was about, which for me, like a year or two before that, I was still trying to learn that. So that was interesting dynamic, but I definitely enjoyed that. And yeah, obviously I wanted to win some games, so that was the part I was really looking forward to coming here, being part of a winning environment, being part of that intensity again, that like every game matters mentality.
How valuable, San Antonio is an organization that's had a lot of success. How valuable is a coach that's been there forever and an organization that has a lot of stability? to sort of their culture and their organization, having that same stability with those people?
It adds a lot of value, yes, because he embodies that culture, like Pop does. So as long as he's there, I feel like that culture is gonna stay alive, and it's a very positive culture. Like as far as I've experienced it, like I've had nothing but good experiences with that. The way they treat their players, like the whole organization is run, like at least, like I said, from my perspective, from what I've learned and experienced over the years, was great. And yeah, probably like him being there for so long and like having a chance to build all that over a long period of time definitely helps, yeah.
Anybody else?
When you mentioned the bitterness you felt after the game last night, did you sense that across the locker room and, you know, wanting to come back next season and get it right together? Do you feel that unity in that?
I mean, you definitely sense the bitterness, yeah. And like different guys deal with it in different ways. Like, but you could tell that guys were upset. Like, I don't know, obviously, like nobody likes to lose. Like, definitely nobody likes to lose in that fashion in a game like this. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if guys feel like they want to come back or not. You're gonna have to ask them.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, have a good summer.